Hey everyone, welcome to Booster Tutor. I'm Brandon, and Dominaria is finally here, and I hope you all had fun at your pre-release. I know I did. I did the midnight one, which was a bad idea because I had to work at 5:30 the next day and stayed for the whole thing. Then I slept right through the Saturday one, and then Sunday did Two-Headed Giant, which is always a ton of fun. But you know me, I just can't get enough of Sealed, so we're gonna do a little practice Sealed. We got 6 packs of Dominaria. Gonna open them up, sort through them, a little faster than usual. But we'll go over every card, what the best combination will be, and maybe even like the second best combination is. So let's get started and hope we open something good for my patrons. Okay, so basically gonna make a seal pull. We got 6 packs here, and just gonna open them up, show you how I go through making a seal pull. So open your pack, obviously. Got your token, got your land. So you're okay. So I like to look at the rare first. So Dread Shade, okay, black card. Doesn't make me want to go full black. It's a good card, but you'd have to go full black. And I like to look at the uncommons just to get an idea of where we are. So we got a pretty good white card. We got a nice little mana ramper for green, and we got a card that can go in any color. So we're good there. And then I set these aside, commons, sort them later by color. Alright, we got our legendary. It's pretty good for sealed. Oath of Teferi, not a good card. So right there, a rare wasted, sadly. Okay, and then, okay, uncommon. Another colorless card can go in any deck. Has to be a slow deck, and that's it. So far, no one color is winning out. Okay, we got Arvad, so he's a pretty good card. Oh, we got Karn, very nice, so colorless can go in any deck. And we got another mana ramp, and that guy who's not very good, and her who's not very good, but our first blue card. And comes on comment, or comes over there. Okay, another white card, he's pretty good too. Goblin Chain Whirler, he's okay. I mean, I like him. He's good at combat, but I think I like him better in draft. And, okay, that's it. So far, green is looking pretty good because of the mana ramp. Though white is looking good because he got 2 good creatures and he got Arvad. And they're both legendary, so. Alright, we got this guy. You need equipment or auras. Don't really have any yet, but you never know. Archaeologist, another good white card. And it's a legendary. Got a land here. Another land, black and white. And there we go. So black and white looking not too bad so far. See the last pack tells us. It is Grun, so not very good. And oh, black. Okay, so it looks like black white if we're going by the rares. Goblin Barrage, which is not bad. Dalton Spyguard, good for white, and that's it. All right, so just give you like a beginning start. Black and white had the most rares, so it's looking pretty good. And I mean, this one's not great. This one's amazing. This one's okay too, and it'll help you get back your Juggernaut because you'll be running him. So yeah, interesting. We'll now sort through these, try to get a better idea of really where we are, because commons and uncommons are really what you need for a seal deck. So let's get started. Alright, so this is how I usually go through the cards. Put them all together, then go by, what I don't want, what is a maybe, and what is like a definite. So, Shivan Fire, definitely going in there. Prospector, no, not a good card, doesn't do anything. When 1 for 1, you have to sacrifice creatures to get mana, forget that. Seismic Shift, I like the fact that, 2 target creatures can't block, so if you're an aggressive deck, okay, but it's 4 mana and it destroys target land, which, if they're off color, maybe like they only have 1 or something they need, but maybe sideboard it, but definitely not going to mainboard that. Lava Runner, not a fan of this. Just if you're an aggressive deck, maybe, but even then, still not great, so I wouldn't run that. Fire Elemental, It's not a good card, but I mean, 5 mana for 5/4. Sometimes you'll run that if you're down on playables. Keldon Overseer, I like it in sealed. Yeah, it's 7 mana just to get their creature, but 3 mana for a 3/1 with haste is not bad if you're a little aggressive. And, you know, late game, can steal their creature, win against them. Run Amok, not my favorite little combat trick there because it's only attacking creatures. You can't get them on the blocks. So I put that as a maybe, probably easily cuttable. I mean, if I was 2-headed giant, probably run this if I had wizards, but the fact that you have to have other wizards just for it to be okay. I guess it is 3 mana for a 3/2, which is fine, and you might run it, but I'm not very excited by it. I'll put this in the maybe, just because if I had other wizards, yeah, I'll run it. Fervent Strike, I mean, it's an okay combat trick. It's not that great. I'd put it in the maybes also. Golem Barrage, definitely. I mean, it's 4 mana to do 4 damage. And if you can get a goblin or artifact sacrifice going on, then yeah, it's even better. But still, 4 mana for 4 damage, always good. Keeper of the Flame, I mean, you really need the equipment or something for him to be any good. He's 3 mana for a 3/2 again, that's fine. But I would have to check and see if I have any equipment or auras. So we'll put it in the maybe for now. Here we go, here's an aura. Oh no, sorry, that's not an aura, that's the guy that cares about auras. This is the 2 mana 1/1 who has trample, and if you have an aura or equipment, he gets +2/+2, so he's 2 mana for a 3/3 if you have something. I mean, like I said, I have to look at the if I have equipments or auras, but as a 2 mana 1/1 with trample, he's just not going to cut it for now. And then Goblin Chain Roller. I mean, yeah, it's triple red, but 3/3 for strike is really good, and then the little thing helps against saplings and stuff, so put it over here, because if I'm going red, probably going to run it, but I have to be heavy red, so. So red looks like it has 4 good cards, 2 of them are removal, and not even like very good removal. I mean, Shivan Fire is fine, it's cheap, and Golem Barrage is okay just because it's slow though. But yeah, you really want like, you know, Wizard's Lightning or Fight with Fire, something like that. And the OKs are also, you know, only 5 cards. I'm not very excited by any of these, or else I guess they would be in the definites. And then, you know, 6 not going to plays. So red, not looking too great. Just want to splash for 2 removals. Probably don't want to do that though. Let's move on to blue. We got Unwind here. Not going to play this too much for just countering non-creature spells. And we got 2. Great. Cold Snapper. I mean, maybe if you have like an aura or something you can attach to him to give him flying, you know, maybe. But even then, not excited. Blink of an Eye. Sadly, we got 3. I mean, yeah, maybe you'll run 3, but not the most exciting like removal because it's sealed. It's gonna be slow, so it's just, you know, a tempo thing there. So it helps with tokens, but not too much. Homrid, it's okay. It's basically just a hill giant that mills a little bit. Not excited to play it, but you'll play it if you need a playable. Journey Mage, I really like, so at the definite. I mean, for 5 mana for a 3/2 to bounce something, I love that, and the fact you can get down to 4, awesome. Syncopate, this card, I don't know. I think I put this in the maybe just because it's not my favorite counterspell. Like, in sealed, it's hard because late game they can easily pay for it, so it's more of an early game one. So you're countering things that maybe don't matter too much. So opt, no. That does almost nothing. Arcanist, no, just no, thank you. Horde, no, that's an aura that doesn't do enough. And Excavator, top 2 cards, that's really slow milling and only cares about historic, so no. So, wow, a lot of blue, didn't really like. I mean, technically only 2 cards because there's 3 of these and Journey Mage, all bouncing. So maybe you'd splash blue just like red, and then not very excited by these. These are like playable, but they're not gonna get you anywhere, so, and then of course, a ton of non-playables. So not liking blue either. Like, blue didn't even have like any flyers or anything. That's what you're supposed to do, blue. Alright, green. Ancient Animus, love it. It's Pounce basically, but better. I'll play that. Land of War Envoy, this one, it's 3 mana, so it costs too much already, just to be a guy that kind of filters, so I don't like it. Sapling Migration, yeah, this card's fine. I mean, 2 mana for 2/1/1s, that's good. And then later in the game, 6 mana for, what, 4 of them? Which is, you know, good blockers if you need to sacrifice stuff. If you have a sapling little thing going on. You got 2 of them, that's nice. Gaia's Protector. Don't really like this card. It basically just, you know, is a 4 mana creature that's going to die to a 2/2. Ugh, no thank you. But sometimes you'll run it if you have to. If you need creatures, I'll put it there for now, but easily cuttable. Land of War Elves, definitely. I mean, easy. Gift of Growth, I could see playing that just because, you know, 2 mana for a 2/2 is fine. And then you can get them with the untap. And then if you want to pay forward to just, you know, end the game with a thing +4/+4, that's nice. Adventurous Impulse, I like that. It's cheap, gets to your creatures easily if you need a land. Speaking of lands, Grow from the Ashes. I like this in Sealed, not so much in Draft, just because it is very slow at 3 mana to get 1 land. But it comes into play untapped, which doesn't really matter. But late in the game, you can also just get 2 lands, helps with mana fixing. So yeah, I could see running that. I'll put it in the maybe, because I can also see it easily getting a cut, especially if we have like a Land of War Elf and stuff. Pierce the Sky, sideboard card, so no, but easily sideboard that in. Primordial Worm, even like 6 mana for a 7/6 is just so unexciting because there's so many saplings that things can just die or just chump block this. If I had Trample, you know, or something, yeah, totally, but no. Grun, I mean, I'm not a fan of him. If I had like an aura that gave Trample or something, but I'll put him in the maybe just because he is a creature that has to be dealt with, or else, because if they don't, he doesn't get blocked, I mean, the game's almost over, if not completely over. And then Druid, we got 2 of them. I mean, it's mana ramp, and then if you have kickers, which we have a couple, even better. And speaking of kicker, Wild Onslaught, which it's an okay card. It's instant, so it's good, but 4 mana to give all your creatures +1/+1 counters. That's nice if you have like sapling strategy going on. And if you kick it for 8, which is a lot, but Sealed can go long, they get 2 of them. A lot of times, what sucks is you'll have like no creatures, or just like one, and you're like, this isn't really worth it, but I'll put it in the maybes for now. So far we got, I mean, not bad. Nothing too exciting like, oh my gosh, I have to play green because of this card. It's just a bunch of like, you know, pretty good stuff. I mean, you got mana ramp, you got 3 elves here that are good. You have a way to find land or a creature here. You have a bunch of blockers, and then you have ways to fight. So yeah, green, not looking bad there. And then in the stuff like I don't really like, I still kind of like it actually. Like this, you know, if you kick a bunch of saplings, awesome. Grun, he's okay, has to be dealt with, like I said. And then mana fixing, mana ramp a little bit there. This is the only one I'm like, probably would cut this. So, and then only 3 cards. One's a sideboard, and the other 2 are like, yeah. So yeah, green, not looking not bad there. All right, let's move on to white. So we got Sergeant at Arms, which 3 mana for a 2/3 isn't great, but the fact that late in the game he makes a bunch of blockers, 2 of them, I like him. I'd play him. Wish he made knights, but soldiers are fine. Aven Sentry, I mean, it has flying, and that can just win you games in Sealed. But 4 mana for a 3/2 flyer is, you know, not very impressive, but can get the job done. So I'll put them in the maybe. Sarah Disciple, I'm not a fan of. I mean, 2 mana for 1 flying first strike is, you know, who cares? And the historic thing, you know, how often is that going to play? So basically, you'll just attack for 2 in the air. No, thank you. Call the Cavalry, yeah, totally. Makes knights, makes 2 2/2s. They have vigilance, awesome. Blessed Light, it's white removal. It's expensive, but it's also instant and gets rid of enchantments, which are awesome for sagas and stuff. Adamant Wheel, I mean, it's probably the best combat trick in the set. So yeah, I'll play that. Tragic Poet, tragically, we didn't open a single saga. So, you know, this is kind of pointless. Maybe if you had some auras or something, but even then, no, you mainly want this for sagas. So. Invoke the Divine. I could see mainboarding this, but I can also see cutting it if I need something to cut, just because as a sideboard. So I'll put it in the maybe. Daring Archaeologist. I mean, even though if I have no artifacts that will go to the graveyard, he's still like a 3/3 that can become bigger with every historic. So yeah, I'll play him. It's a hill giant that can become really big. Dauntless Bodyguard, you'll totally play that. I mean, protects your things and can get in some beats early game. Is it Barid? Yeah, he's a nice little blocker. He has vigilance, so he can attack and block. And that, you know, making him pay 1 for every creature attacking, really annoying. Really can just, you know, make it so they can't play something if they want to attack. So really nice, slows down the game. And Danitha Awesome card, makes your equipment and artifact or your auras one less, and has so many abilities. Just she can do a lot of work. Like in pre-release, I got her a lot, and she just did so much. That first strike just wrecks combat. Lifelink helps a lot, especially if you get stuff on her. So yeah, really like her. So wow, white, just really good. I mean, there's only one rare, but still a bunch of uncommons, a little bit of removal, a bunch of tokens, like it. And the ones I don't like, I like. I mean, this could just get sagas. And then these guys, I mean, they're flying, they're fine. And I don't like, I would like this if we had a saga or two. I mean, that's awesome. And him, I just don't like. So yeah, white, really good. Let's look at black. Deathbloom Thallid. I like this card. I mean, 3 mana for 3/2 is fine, like I said. And then makes a 1/1 die. So yeah, I'll play that. Windgrace Acolyte. I like this because, I mean, 3/2 flyer for 5 isn't great, just like 3/2 flyer for 4 isn't that great, but you gain a little bit of life and you get to mill things, which can be good, but also can be bad. So yeah, it's a nice little curve into there. I don't like the Cabal one here. It's just 2 mana 2/2 with human cleric, like doesn't matter. So Eviscerate, totally gonna play. Removal. Soul Salvage, I could see playing, but I'm not gonna definitely play this. I'll put in the maybes. But being able to get back your, you know, bomb or just your, you know, anything back, 2 of them, pretty good. It's just, it's 3 mana, so it's a little slow. Paladin, not a fan of this unless it's to a giant, just because it dies to so many things. And only cares about historic, so if you don't have much historic, it's even worse. So no, I'm putting no. It is a knight, so if I had stuff that really cared about knights, maybe. Divest, no, not gonna play this. Just don't care about duress effects. And we got 2, great. Is it Jasu Ves? I mean, amazing. 4 mana for 4/5 minutes is awesome. And the fact that at freaking 10 mana, he makes an army of zombies with menace. Just amazing card and sealed. He's fine on turn, you know, 4 or 5, and he's great on turn 13, whatever. So yeah, definitely play that. And then Dreadshade, I don't know if you play this just because it's so heavily on black. I mean, if you're going to go black and white, let's say, then I could see that. You just don't have any way. Well, let's go through the artifacts first. But yeah, it's okay. I just don't know if you'll be able to get it off. So I'm liking black, white so far. Green, really good. Just nothing that really was like, wow, I need to play this color. So let's look at our multicolor. We only got 3 cards, and we'll go. Okay. Normally, it'd probably go like this. Like, definitely not Oath, because forget that. We do have a Karn, but I'm still not going to play white and blue just to maybe get Karn to do 2 things. So, no. And I would put these in the definite if I was in those colors. So, we looked through. Green was good, but blue sucked. So, I'll say put in the maybe. Because maybe, hey, maybe green was so good. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Black and white was awesome. Had, well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 4. Okay, I only had 4 legendary creatures, but that can still be good, especially the girl with lifelink, so nice. And then he has Death Touch lifelink. So yeah, black, white, looking pretty good. And then our colorless things, we've got Power Stone Shard, we only got 1, so no. Get out of here. Sparring Construct, no. That's not even a good card. Blood Telecando, I mean, sealed. Yeah, it can go long and you can do this, but your opponent can see it coming a mile away and it's just so slow. So I'll put in the maybe, but you're not gonna run it probably. And, you know, I'm just gonna say no. Don't. Yeah, okay, put in maybe. Voltic Servant. Maybe if I had some good artifacts on tap, maybe I'd run this, but it's so unexciting. So put in maybe Karn. Definitely gonna run that. Card's amazing and limited. Urza's Tome, it's fine, but you really need like a very slow deck. And I don't think the historic matters too much, because I mean you're always going to draw a card, and then discarding's fine. But yeah, it's just a very slow card, so I put it in the maybes. Depends on what deck. Like if we were the blue-green deck, probably, but if we're going to be the white-black deck, I think that's just creature heavy and wants to get in there, so it doesn't have time to pay 3 and take a turn off. Juggernaut, you're going to play in almost any deck. It just breaks through things and it's amazing. Memory to Folly, you're going to play this because it just brings back a creature in the graveyard, which is awesome. And then Memorial to Glory makes soldiers, which sucks. but you also play 2, no, it's not as exciting as Folly. It still makes creatures for 4 mana, so it's great. And by great, I mean it's fine. Alright, so, like I said, it looks like we're on the black-white train. I mean, you got a beater here, which black-white wants. You got 2 lands for it. I mean, that looks like it's black-white, so let's make that deck. Alright, here's our black-white deck. I didn't really want to splash a 3rd color. Like, I could have splashed red for some removal or something, or green for the elves? I don't even know. Saplings? Fighting? No. Problem is, like, there's just no way to get a 3rd color. Like, I didn't get any of the skittering guys. All my stuff to get other colors is in green, and it's basically just the grow from ashes. So, yeah. I mean, Karn can help you cycle through your deck a little bit, but not enough to get a 3rd color. So, we got Dauntless Bodyguard. Find 1 drop. Good early game, good late game. Adamant Will, nice little combat trick to really get them. Dreadshade, the one that's kind of iffy about, so I think you run, like, 9 swamps and 8 plains? Think so, maybe. Maybe 10 swamps, 7 plains, but, you know, you take 1 of each out to add the memorials. Then you got Thalid, nice little guy to get in there. If he dies, make a 1/1. Danitha, which sadly we have no equipment or auras, like we can get any of them, so that sucks for her, but she's still a fine creature on her own. Sergeant Arms, fine little guy at turn 3, but turn 6 makes some 1/1s, which is nice, and his kicker is only 6 total. I mean, his casting cost plus kicker is 6, so it's kind of a cheaper one, so you don't have to add too much mana. Soul Salvage, if you want to get back a creature, like you want your Lich King back, and you're able to kick him. Holy crap. Juggernaut's going to die eventually, because it just runs into everything. Get him back. Invoke the Divine, I decided to add Baneboard, just because I feel like, you know, enchantments are definitely going to be a thing to really hurt you, you know, the sagas, and there's some artifacts here you just don't want to deal with. Of course, Lich Knight, gotta have him. Eviscerate, one of our, like, 2 removals, which sucks. Black didn't have more. Usually you get, like, the Exile one or something, but nope. 2 Aven Sentries, which, you know, they're fine. Not happy about, because you don't have any equipment or anything, which would be really nice. Daring Archaeologist, which you will, at the most, get, I think, maybe 5 counters on. But he can bring back Juggernaut if he dies, so that's 2 ways to get back Juggernaut. Buried, I mean, like I said, good little guy just to hang back and make it so they can't attack you. Of course, that leaves them up blockers, so if you're trying to be aggressive, going to be a little bit hard. Juggernaut, like, oh, sorry, Call of Cavalry makes Knights, which sadly you don't have any cards here that care about Knights, but whatever. Still makes some good guys. Juggernaut, like I said, just going to keep banging in there until he dies. Karn, love this card just because it can cycle through your deck. The problem is, what you really want to do is cycle through your deck to get your bombs, and this deck doesn't have too many. It only has the Lich Knight, really, and Karn himself. I mean, Dreadshade's okay, but can be easily blocked. Arvad, like I said, black-white, might as well run him. You only have like 4 legendaries, but still, give him +2/+2 is always nice. And then Windgrace Alkalites, they're flyers, getting you a little bit of life in case you're behind. And Blessed Light removal for sagas and creatures. I mean, it's not the most exciting deck, but it's got a nice curve. I feel like it can get there, but oh man, I wish you just had some better bombs here. So maybe we'll check out a different color combo, see how it goes. Alright, so I decided to try black and green. The problem with this is that green there's no good creatures here. I mean, Grun and the Worm are just so easily blockable. Yeah, if they come down, they can hit your opponent. That's awesome. They have to deal with that, but eh. So your other strategy is you've got Saplings to hopefully try and get your Wild Onslaught off. So what's nice is you do have the Druids, so that's 4 mana if you go both out for kicker. So this kicker is 4, and this kicker is 6. So, I mean, if you can get this out and then get this out, that's pretty good. But the problem is, it's a very narrow strategy. You're basically trying to get these guys out to kick these. And, I mean, you can kick this. You can kick that. You don't really need to do that. Kick these to make more blockers just for 1/1s. I mean, basically you're just trying to kick a bunch of things, or a few things, sadly, not a bunch, to try and, oh yeah, him too, to try and just let that be your strategy? I don't know. I'm not very impressed by it. It's basically try to get the Lich Knight kicked. So as fast as you can to just overrun the board and just get in there with the menace and everything. Maybe even pump them up with one slot. So yeah, not too excited by it. But, you know, it's still a strategy. It's not bad. It's not great. I think the white black deck is probably more consistent. And this one's very like, I gotta get the right cards to get this to go off. So yeah, it's okay. I can see running it, trying it out, like have some fun. But yeah, all right. All right, there we go. I think we made a pretty good black-white deck. The black-green, you could probably splash blue for the Merfolk, but I think even still then, it's not really going to be that good of a deck. I mean, she's a great card, but what are you drawing for? Not a whole lot. But yeah, like I said, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/boostertutor. Go there, donate $2 or more, get into a drawing to win all my Cracker Packs for the month. But this month, this is taking over the Cracker Pack, so you win all 6 of the packs just open. That's a card right there. Go in for $2, just saying. If you want to follow me on Twitter, booster_tutor, and see you next draft.